Great.
We can just
So we have
pause for a moment. We have a few more questions. Right, Cliff?
we have some time for some additional questions if you guys want to put them in the chat. But a question that I think might be also very helpful is, what is the application process for the positions that you were discussing?
Great question. So we, if you go to our website, which I can put in the chat as well, and click on the careers section, there is an application right there. And that feeds directly into our system, and you'll get an email from our recruitment coordinator to set up. Obviously, we're doing all video interviews, but you will set up to talk to one of us on the recruitment team. And then you can do just an informational interview where you'll have a dedicated hour with somebody in your interest in the field that you're interested in, and so you can really ask questions, hear more about the company, and just some of the specific positions that might be available, and then, or you can, again, set up something to speak directly to somebody about a position that you may have seen either on the website or something like that.
Great. And maybe while you enter that into the chat, maybe you can discuss a little bit about challenges that new hires face and what you recommend for them to do to maybe overcome them.
Yeah, I think that one of the things is just obtaining the licensure. It does take quite a bit of time right now, given just COVID and staffing issues and things like that. So I think one of the main challenges that we are seeing for folks is that licensure come through. But we have noticed that many of the settings that we're working with have been a little bit flexible with that. So you can't actually have student or client contact without having some form of either a credential or licensure in the state. And so our partners have been really good about allowing people to do some kind of back-end administrative work. I think that's definitely been a challenge for a lot of our folks is sometimes they've graduated in May or June and we're still waiting on licensure now in August. So that can be a big challenge. I think also just, I think that very often, and the speech pathology majors can attest to this, we didn't go into this thinking that we were going to be providing services all online. I think nobody really did in any of the fields, but especially with something like speech pathology where it is so hands-on. And so I think that has been a big challenge for people. So our company has really put together a lot of resources as well as different things that we can set you up with in order to feel really connected. We have monthly meetings. Some districts do weekly meetings so that you can really feel connected to other people that are doing the same thing, because it can feel really isolated.
Quick question, Jennifer. What do you guys look for in a resume that makes a student stand out to you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that one of the things that I like to see is just a wide variety of clinical experience. So, a lot of our folks that are students, they haven't had much, actual job experience in that field, but they were able to do a wide variety of clinical experience during their schooling. So even if it's volunteer work with a wide variety of clients and patients, that is something that we definitely like to see. And I think that really helps to bring that well-rounded individual, because when we have, in the past, we have had some students who really didn't have that. And I do think that has given them a bit of a challenge as they start in either, a small clinic or an early childhood education center, where you do see kind of a wide range of disabilities as well as, delays and disorders. So I do think that some of that, differing experiences is really helpful.
Thank you.
And are there any resources that you recommend, like professional associations or skill development websites that students can maybe take a look at now while being in quarantine and sheltering in place?
Yeah, absolutely. If you go to so if you're interested in speech, if you go to our national organization, which is ASHA, ASHA, they have a lot of really helpful resources and different things that you can consider, especially about providing teletherapy and just some of the challenges that some students as well as other folks, yes, ASHA, that they are facing. So that is a really great resource. And then again, if you go to the state organization, so whatever state you're interested in, they have a state organization. And so they may also have some resources. Our website, additionally, we have a COVID-19 resource outreach page where you can find a lot of different trainings, a lot of different resources that we have provided to our community. And so that is also another great resource for you to use. And there are some really wonderful handouts and things that are free to you as well. Just, for those folks that are in the speech pathology programs, there's some really great PDFs that you can download and use that have been really popular with students as well as professionals.
Make sure to check out the My Career tab on the BC Navigator app, where you can track your career progress based on the amount of credits you've earned, stay updated on upcoming events from the Magner Center, and watch our videos for insight and advice on your career field.